All right, it's day 154 of grinding until I become a millionaire. These are my daily check-in videos where I share with you what I'm working on, where I'm at, what I'm trying to do, and just how everything's going. The goal is that I can eventually look back over these 2 years from now, 5 years from now, and I can look back and be like, wow, good job. Or wow, like, I don't know. It'd be really cool to be able to look back and see the whole process and document that. So I want to break these down. I want to try a new structure where it's less babbling. I'm sure I'll start babbling, but I'm gonna try to make it less babbly for you guys. Okay, so I want to talk about first where I'm at currently. Um, I serve at Olive Garden part time. I have a few monetized YouTube channels. One's at 30K, one's at 4K. They make 1,500-ish a month altogether with the YouTube channels and the affiliate stuff from that. So 1,500 there. Olive Garden, when I'm really working a lot, actually, I was making 4K a month, which is pretty crazy. But the last few weeks, I haven't been serving as much because I've been working on the other thing that I'm doing, which is social media management for local businesses here where I'm at in Arizona. And so that's where I'm at. Those are the things I'm doing. I make about 2K a month from the social media stuff. I'm also doing some web design, and I don't particularly love it, but I mean, the money's fine when the websites are coming in. Like my first website I did for 600, which to me was a lot of money. I was like, wow. And then the second one I sold for 1,000, which is still under what most people are charging. And like the websites I can put together are pretty solid. So maybe I'm doing more of that, but technically I'd say I'm a videographer would be the thing. But I don't like doing one-off video jobs. I like dealing with clients who need consistent social media, putting that content together. And so those are the things I'm growing. My goal is that if I can get the social media stuff to 4K, keep the BMX YouTube stuff at 1,500, maybe get that to 2K. It ranges from like 1,000 anywhere in there because there's low ends. I'll quit Olive Garden if I can get the social media stuff to 4K, and then just focus all of my time on that, because it's such a fascinating concept. It's like if I have 3 clients and I add a fourth client, then that money's there, reoccurring. And the work, I add on a little bit of work, but the way I have everything set up is it's not that bad. Like I could see myself handling 20 clients, maybe, 20 clients, pretty much by myself with the editors that I have and everything like that. And it's scalable, and I never thought it would be scalable, but it is scalable. I can have people with videographers go out and just like, it's there. So anyway, that's where I'm at. That's what I'm working on. That's where I'm at. So what I'm working on is, like I said, I'm growing the social media business from 2K up to 4K. I'm real close to adding on another client. It's been about a month since I've gotten a client. So 2 clients in the first month, another client in the second month. Now we're closing in, March, April. You know what? This is actually the end of the second month. So I've been stressing about getting another client. I'm like, what is going on? I need another client. But I'm only at the end of the second month. So I'm not even into the third month. I've got one person I pitched for 500 a month. 2 people, I guess, I pitched for 500 a month. One I pitched for 1,000. And all 3 of these people, I guess 2 of the 3 people have been like, yes, but either they're afraid to say no, or they're just waiting. We'll see. My first few clients, it was a yes, and then a few weeks before anything actually happened. Like I'm getting really good at following up. But yeah, so I'm trying to get that to 10K a month, I guess would be really nice. I would be super happy with that. But for now, get it to 4K so I can quit Olive Garden and quit the 20 hours a week that I'm working and just focus on scaling this full time. That's what I'm working on. The way that I'm doing that is by building connections. I've been spending a lot of time at different networking meetings, finding people that I want to work with, that I think I can create a good product with, and then essentially doing some free work just to put it out there, add to my portfolio. I did some free work for a real estate agent last week, and now I can use that, send it to other real estate agents, be like, hey, look, this is some stuff that we can put together. Are you interested? And that's going to help me. and yeah, it's free work. I didn't get paid for it. I wasted some time. I spent some money on my editor, but if that gets me more jobs, then it's totally worth it. And that's the way that I'm thinking about it. I'm not afraid of doing free work and whatnot, because what I need to do right now in my stages is build connections. I need people to know who I am, know what I do, know the caliber that I'm capable of, so that they can start referring me. Now, I'm reading a book called Raving Referrals, huge book on getting connections and getting people to refer you, and they're saying like that's the most powerful thing you can do. So I'm trying to figure that out. But yeah, working on that, getting that money grown, building the connections. I have a directory site. My thought with the directory site is, early on, this is what I thought. I was like, oh well, if I put this website together that features local businesses, every business owner wants to be featured. They want to promote. Like if I put a post on a Facebook group and I said, what does your business do? Promote it. Hundreds of comments, because they want to just like post what they do and that's it. They don't want to build the relationships. They don't want to build the connections. They just want to promote. And that's not effective, but that's what they do. And so like, if I just build this site and I'm like, hey, let me feature your website for free, they're like, hell yeah. And from that, it's so fascinating, because I'm just sitting down thinking about it. I was thinking about it yesterday. From that, I did it in, the beginning of March or end of February when I started doing this. I put maybe 10 or 11 people on the site for free. I just like reached out. I was like, hey, who wants to be featured? Featured them. Cool. 2 turned into clients. 1 turned into a website design. 1 has turned into another website design and potentially a lead for another $1,000 a month client, which would be huge. And then potentially a lead for another client. I was just looking at something. I was like, I got to ask this guy about this. And so those are all like 4 different things of me making money from listing all these businesses. Now, some of them I'm not going to get anything from, and that's okay. And the thing here is, I'm not trying to get, like, when I do this, when I list them, it's like, I think that can happen, but that's not the goal. It's like, I'm really just trying to build a relationship with them so that they know what I do, they like me, they trust me, and then they'll refer me later on. And that's exactly what's happening now. And it's months, it's been 2 months since then. But these are starting to come in. I'm like, wow, this is crazy. Imagine if I put 50 on there, maybe I'd have 10. Like, so anyway, I'm getting back to that. I've got the site. I spent a lot of time on the site getting it so that it was something that like just looked nice. And it also has a section there about my services, what I do. I think it looks okay. There's some tweaks that I can make, but I think having this is just going to be so good, because like I was talking to different people earlier today, and I was like, hey, here's my prices, here's what I do. And they're like, that's great. Let me have some time to think about it. And I'm like, for sure. While you're thinking about it, let me feature you on my website for free. And I think just by doing that, they're like, this is sick. Like, it's just giving a little bit more value and making me stand out from everyone else that's doing that. So that is what I'm working on. Long answer. I'm feeling stressed but optimistic. So the last few days have been pretty stressful, but I'm feeling now that if I just keep putting in the work, and like when I look at the hard numbers of the directory website and like how that's turned into clients, it makes me pretty optimistic that if I just list 10 more people, build 10 relationships, I'll get a client from it. It might not be for 3 months, but I think it'll eventually happen. So it's like, I'm stressed because I feel like it's been a long time. I want to add another client. I want to add 2 more clients. I want to start this podcast. I want to quit my job. Like, there's all these things that are in line that I want to do. Like, this is the first time that I've been working on something like this where I feel like it can rapidly grow. Like, when I was focusing on YouTube full time, like, dude, I was probably spending 5-10 hours a day. Like, that's all I was working on. I was editing videos, I was filming videos, I was planning videos, I was scripting videos. Like, it's all I was doing, all for a video to post and make like $7 off of it in the first day. Over time the ad revenue still comes in, but it's not anything crazy. But now as I'm working on this, like, it's so fascinating to me. Like, a 30-minute phone call could literally be $12,000 a year. To me, that's crazy. So it's like, well, shit, there's millions of people in Phoenix thousands of business owners. I 10, all I need is 10 a month. 10 a month, pay me $1,000. I'm at 6 figures a year. 10, there's thousands out here. I can do it. I just have to call and talk to everybody. Like, so that gets me really excited, really optimistic. Like, dude, I just got to keep going out. I got to find these people. I got to offer good value. I got to get better at what I do. And it's going to happen. Like, I'm really optimistic about that. But yeah, a little stressed because I just want to hurry up and quit my job and have this money coming in. My fucking car's broke. I just spent like $700-800 on parts to fix that. My bike's in the shop. That's gonna be $500-600-700 for that. I don't have a car. I fucking walk to Walmart like a bum to get my groceries because I don't have a vehicle. They're all jacked up. And like I was telling Nick, like rent's due tomorrow, and I'll have money for rent, which is fine. But then it'll be pretty tight. But it's like I'm not poor, but damn, I'm poor. Like I'm walking to Walmart, I'm poor. And I just don't want to feel like this anymore, man. I just got to get out of it. But 3 months ago, 4 months ago, like my rent is twice as much as it was before because I was splitting it with my ex. And now, and I was even struggling then. Like it was hard for me because I didn't have this going on. It was just, YouTube money was way down. I was serving, but it was kind of slow. It was just like, I was in a really shitty spot. And now I'm in a spot where it feels a lot like things are really going up, and I'm not as stressed about money. Like I went to Walmart, bought the shit that I needed. I didn't really worry about the price. Whereas a few months ago, I really would have been. Like it's like a chicken, broccoli, that's it. Chicken, broccoli, that's it. And so yeah, my goals. What are my goals? My goals are to 4K a month from the social media stuff, so I can quit Olive Garden. Overall goal, I really want to live in Bali for a few months, 1 year, maybe full-time remote. I don't know how that's going to work with this social media business, but there's a way that I could still run it remotely and be gone for a while, and maybe that's what I do. I don't know, but anyway, that's one of my goals. I do want to travel a lot. I feel like there's so much to see in the world, and I just want to see it all. And I really want a nice motorcycle. But yeah, quit Olive Garden, live in Bali for a while, just travel, explore the world, and buy a house with a yard for Joey. She needs a yard. She's perfect. She's my best friend. But yeah, so that's day 154, I think. Yeah, 154. That's what I've got going on. I'll see you guys tomorrow for day 155. Keep cheering me on. I appreciate you guys.